Hi guys, good evening. Welcome back once again to The Edward. I'm your host Eddie, and in tonight's video I'll be doing my episode review for last week's episode of Zoo, because the 2-hour season finale is on later tonight on CBS. It's going to be amazing, I'm sure, because the way this one ended and everything that happened... Yikes. Before I keep talking too much, of course, please be warned with all review videos, especially shows like Zoo, this will be full of massive spoilers regarding the latest episode. Everything that happened, all the big, juicy, shocking stuff will be discussed. If you're not caught up, please do not keep watching or listening, as I will be revealing a lot. Or if you don't care, you can keep on listening and watching. And if you have seen it and liked it, please keep watching and listening to this video. So you have been warned. That being said, great episode. I mean, not a whole, usually each episode reveals something. There wasn't a whole lot revealing, but there was a lot happening. A lot of possibilities opened, and then a lot of things were also crushed as well. All right, I just want to say for right now, I'm going on the record saying, I thought Davies wasn't necessarily an evil man. He had done questionable things, but I always try to think that he was just trying to do the right thing, and he just had the capability of doing whatever was necessary to complete his mission. Now I think he's a two-timing evil douchebag because he arranged the animal attack on the Russian embassy to get them to change their minds about the Noah objective. And earlier in the episode, when he said, "Don't worry about the Russians, I'll take care of it," to his aide, I'm like, okay, so how is he planning on making the Russians continue to support the Noah objective? And then while this animal attack is happening, I think to myself, first of all, I thought to myself, oh, come on, why does the gorilla look so bad? Why does the gorilla look so cheesy? You can clearly tell it's somebody wearing a gorilla suit. Obviously, it's supposed to be an actual gorilla, but all the other animals have been CGI on the show. Why couldn't they have a CGI gorilla or a more realistic looking gorilla? I mean, I give them props for authenticity, for having a stuntman or somebody wear a gorilla costume, but I would have much rather preferred to see a better looking gorilla than that one. I mean, that was clearly somebody in a gorilla costume, except for the close-up of the mouths where it's like, ah, or something. But, God, that just bugged the hell out of me. I mean, it wasn't that terrible. Unfortunately, we got a couple of glimpses of it for a few seconds. In fact, the last we see of it is when it goes plummeting down in the elevator. Then from its silver back, it looked a bit more realistic. But when it first attacked the embassy and forced our characters into the elevator, I'm like, damn, that's a fake looking gorilla. Oh well. Fortunately, that was the only problem I had with this episode. Overall, I really liked it. And it also confirmed what I was hoping would be the case here, because, it's easy to vilify Robert Oz, but I also can't believe that he's just a callous, cold-blooded mad scientist who would subject his own family to his experiments. I mean, technically he did, but he did it for the right reasons. I think he sincerely believed by injecting both his wife and his son with the ghost gene, he fully intended to protect them when the animal apocalypse would begin. I don't think he had any idea, and they made it sound like this, he had no idea that the side effect would happen, that the ghost gene would make people like Jackson and his mother eventually become these mutant animal freaks. That is going to happen to that's happening to a lot of other people, and people who have this gene are also going to die if the Noah objective goes through. And now the Noah objective will definitely go through because the Russians aren't going to stop it, because the poor defense minister and his wife lost their little girl in the animal attack. And Davies has no problem with it, because even one of his own men is like, you didn't tell me there were going to be any children there. He's like, oh, if your conscience is bothering you, take your cash payoff and go donate it to the Russian Widow Association or something. It's like, God, what an asshole. You know, I hope he gets ripped apart by animals or something in the season finale, or somebody kills him. Just put him out of our misery already. God, you know, Davies was already hard to like, and now I especially don't like him, but hopefully he'll get what's coming to him in the season finale. This episode also had a lot of great Mitchisms, where he had a lot of quick, smart remarks like, well, if Russia thinks if Russia thinks something is too aggressive, then you know it's too aggressive, or something like that. Or how he says, like, okay, let's divide and conquer. You guys go find Jackson. We'll go restart the Cold War. Restart the Cold War, or something like that. That was a great line. I like that. We'll go restart the Cold War. In this episode, also, we saw the departure of Allison, because now she's completely lost faith and hope in their mission. Now with the Russians not backing them, and now with the Russians back in support for the No Objective, now she feels like all hope is lost, and she wishes both Mitch and Jamie well. Unfortunately, she kind of, you know, she doesn't exactly give their relationship a blessing. Not in front of Jamie, of course, but she tells Mitch that she knows him well enough to know he's self-destructive and he's going to ruin his relationship with Jamie if he ever has one. I was like, okay, nice parting words, thanks. But but the point is, now that she's out of the picture, if something is going to happen between the two of them, now it's better than it used to be, because Allison is out of the picture. And maybe we'll finally see that in the season finale, or maybe they'll continue to tiptoe around each other, even though they clearly like each other, and neither one of them, for as brave and as fierce as they both are, will not make a move. Kind of interesting. But getting back to my point, I'm also glad that Robert is now on Team Zoo, as I'm calling him, because they're our main characters trying to stop this. You know, he's reunited with his son, and Jackson and Abraham are still kind of angry at him, but they're less angry because now that Robert helped save Dariella's life, and now, of course, Abraham knows he's going to be a baby daddy. And Dariella's also, and it's also confirmed that animals are acting up around her because she is pregnant, and thanks to the nasal spraying badger, they were able to synthesize a serum or something that'll keep Dariella's baby safe, or something like that, thanks to Robert. So Robert is slowly redeeming himself, and now he's just offered a chance to really redeem himself, because it turns out he knows the people who run Pangea. Because when he first talked about the people who were supporting his research years and years ago, those same people ended up being the ones who opened and probably created the saber-toothed tiger. Now the question remains, will our team be able to get to Pangea, get the saber-toothed cat, and with the saber-toothed cat DNA and everything, will they finally be able to synthesize a cure they can present to the world before the No Objective is carried out, and millions, if not a billion people will die from it? Granted, all the animals would be wiped out, but now the stakes are raised even higher, because in less than 2 days, the No Objective will be carried out, with Russia now back on the supporting side of it. So this episode did a great job, you know, answering some questions with some really shocking, exciting moments, or a crappy gorilla effect, and but overall did a great job setting us up for what is going to be one exciting, jaw-dropping, as the promos put it, excuse me, season finale. Oh, excuse me. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching this episode review. As soon as I'm done uploading this, I'm sure the two-part season finale will be ready. You know, it's still recording right now, so hopefully I can start that as soon as I finish uploading this. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to tune in to watch my episode review and reaction video to the season finale. If I don't do it tonight, it'll definitely be tomorrow. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel for more coverage on Zoo as we get ready for season 3, which won't be until next summer, but it is coming, so that's something to look forward forward to. Also, check out my Facebook page in the link down below. I think you'll like what you see. Thanks again for stopping by. Have a great rest of the night, and of course, until next time, may the Force be with you.